Well, if you're a fan of You, the show about the love-struck serial killer Joe Goldberg, well, listen up. Our own Susie Wall recently caught up with the show star Penn Badgley, and Susie joins us now. Susie, good morning to you.
Good morning to you both. Yeah, it's hard to believe that this series premiered back in 2018, and it's now going into its fifth and final killer season. It was great to catch up with Penn Badgley. Have a look.
I have been hiding certain things
that the world you live in wouldn't understand.
But she does.
Hey, Penn, great to see you.
You too.
So, listen, when you first signed on to play a serial killer all those years ago, could you have predicted you'd be going into your fifth and final season of You?
Well, to be honest, I always knew it would be somewhere between. I thought if it was successful, which was never a guarantee, and definitely not the way that it has succeeded. But I think I thought if it was successful, I was thinking 3 or 4. Just because it's a tough concept to keep going, and I always knew the writers would maintain their integrity and not keep it going longer than it should, because it's a particularly bad look. It's a bad vibe with this guy, with Joe Goldberg. They made it to 5, but I think in a way that's like really rewarding. So hard to stick this landing, and they did it. Hats off to Michael Foley and Justin Lowe, who took it from Sarah Gamble in the end. It was hard to do, and I think they really checked every possible box,
Well, and with each new season comes a new love interest. And tell us about the great Madeline Brewer joining the cast as Bronte. And Penn, I have to tell you, my daughter's name is Bronte, so that was a weird coincidence. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, she's a strong, look, every female protagonist we've had, I think, is like kind of represents some, maybe, some unique part of the sort of, I don't know, like the iconography of what it means to be a woman. And this season, so Madeline, I think, was brilliant. We really needed somebody like her, who's very dynamic and so thoughtful and really talented and able to, you have to ground this insane stuff like that we're doing sometimes. And she was so good. And I think Bronte I don't think this is a spoiler. I don't know if we can do spoilers or what kind of conversation we're having here, but she really becomes an avatar for the audience in this way that I think is very, very satisfying and interesting.
Well, and how satisfying is it to be able to officially, for you as an actor, to say goodbye properly to Joe's character in the way as an actor, that must be so important to you, and also for your fans, right?
Definitely. This show is it's important for us to recognize the viewership, the audience, the people who've been watching and like participating in it. It's, in some sense, you think of it, it's been kind of like a participatory experience. What fans have thought, I think in just the right amount, has influenced what the show did and became. Not too much. I think that's never a good idea if you do that too much, but it's done it some. And, it becomes this interesting kind of social question at the end for everybody to reflect on. And for me, that's really special that could happen. Not every project an actor's a part of can say that.
Well, you were able to close the book on it as a series, much like you were able to do with Dan Humphrey and Gossip Girl 13 years ago. And you've got a whole new global set of fans that are just discovering that show to this day. What was it like to be part of such an iconic cast? And you must always get asked about Gossip Girl.
I do, and I'm really I'm happy to answer them. I'm also like, man, it's been a long time. Is this gonna like another? I feel like people could ask me about this like it's happening yesterday for another 10 years. And let me tell you what, I won't have aged a day.
I'm with you. I agree.
I don't know what to think about that. I'll know more in 10 years. Check in back then.
Okay, Penn, thanks for chatting with us on the morning show.
Thank you.
Gosh, between Gossip Girl and You, this guy is truly a television veteran, and he's not even 40, and he's so poised and mature, you guys. I feel underaccomplished. Of course, Netflix premieres You season 5 as of today.